In previous licensing videos, we showed you how to register your software entitlement and then how to activate your licenses against individual devices using their serial numbers. The next few steps then will take you through the rest of the process of setting the product key on your host system. So what we've done in Intel Registration Center already is we've received the product key, we have paired it with one or multiple device serial numbers, and then what we need to do is we need to set the product key on the host PC. We have the directions here for Windows and Linux, but let me show you how to do it on Windows. So what it tells you to do is open PowerShell as administrator. It must be done as administrator. If you start receiving errors, odds are it has not been opened as administrator. And then what you'll do is you'll create a registry key. This only needs to be done one time, and then you'll set the registry value, and then also verify the value has been set correctly. So now we go to the Windows menu. We go ahead and find PowerShell. Remember, you must run it as an administrator. Since we're just doing registry updates, we can stay at this current directory that it defaults to. So we'll do the three commands we just saw on the previous page. First thing we'll do is a new item. In this case, I'm going to get an error. This only needs to be done one time, and the error in this case is this already exists. Next thing we do is we set the item property. So we set the path. We're telling it we're setting as license and the value, and this is where you need to plug in the product key that you receive from Intel Registration Center, and this product key must be pre-registered, pre-paired at IRC with the hardware device you are using. So you set that, and then the last command we have, just to verify the set item property worked correctly, is get item property, and what it will do is it will return the product key that you previously set. Once we have entered the product key in the PowerShell window, we go to a command prompt, navigate to the folder where your RSID tools are installed, and run the RSID Viewer. We mentioned in our GitHub page that an unlicensed device, all it can do is facial detection, not authentication of, yes, this is a face. It doesn't know if it's Stephen. It doesn't know who it is. And what we need to do is we need to activate the license. So we go into the gear icon, we go ahead, we're going to do two things. We know the license we just programmed in the PowerShell was a spoofing license. We click activate license. Sure enough, it is the license 455. We hit OK. It does a license check, and it confirms the license is successfully activated. It still does facial detection. We can now go to spoofing because we do have that license available to us. It detects a spoof successfully. It will also determine when we are spoofing. So it'll detect my live face, but not a photographic print of it. But since this is only an anti-spoofing license, if we change operation mode to all, which is full facial authentication, we immediately get a license error. It does not allow us to do facial authentication as we're not licensed for that, but it does revert back to allowing us to do spoof. Again, successfully and correctly detects a spoof as well, either no valid face or a spoofed face.